Good day, beautiful souls. I am honored to talk to you about self-love and acceptance. It's not just a concept, but a way of living, a foundation for everything we do, and the source of our true power. We live in a world that often tries to tell us how we should look, what we should achieve, and who we should be. But today, I want to talk about who we already are and how, in embracing that truth, we unlock a strength that transforms not only our lives but the world around us. So let's take this time together to reflect on what it means to fully love and accept ourselves. Understanding self-love first, let's talk about self-love. What is it really? Self-love is not vanity. It's not selfishness. It's not arrogance. Self-love is the deep respect, compassion, and appreciation we hold for ourselves, even with our flaws and imperfections. It's a practice, not a destination. It's learning to say, I am enough not because of what I've achieved, not because of how I look, but because of the simple, powerful fact that I exist. And yet, self-love can often be the hardest love to nurture. We are our own toughest critics, aren't we? We see every mistake, every failure, every little thing we wish we could change. We compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate. But let me tell you this, the journey to self-love starts with recognizing that the voice inside our head is not always telling the truth. That voice is shaped by fear, doubt, and external pressures. But your true voice is one of love, and it's always there waiting for you to listen. The importance of acceptance now. Let's talk about acceptance. Self-acceptance is the willingness to embrace all aspects of who we are, the good, the bad, and everything in between. It's about recognizing our weaknesses, our past mistakes, our scars, and saying, I accept you as you are. There is no need to hide, no need to pretend. When we accept ourselves fully, we stop seeking validation from others. We no longer need someone else to tell us we're worthy, because we've already told ourselves. Self-acceptance is freedom. It's the kind of freedom that allows us to pursue our passions without fear, to set boundaries without guilt, and to stand tall even when the world tries to knock us down. But acceptance does not mean complacency. Accepting who we are doesn't mean we stop growing or evolving. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When we accept ourselves, we create a foundation of self-trust and love that makes it possible to pursue growth without the constant need for external approval. How to cultivate self-love and acceptance. So how do we get there? How do we cultivate self-love and acceptance when the world around us and sometimes even the voice within tells us we're not enough? First, we need to start with compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. When you make a mistake, don't berate yourself. Learn from it and move on with gentleness. Each of us is a work in progress. Every stumble is part of that progress. Second, stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy, and in a world of social media and constant connectivity, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that everyone else has it figured out except us. But remember, you are seeing a highlight reel, not the full picture. Your journey is uniquely yours. The only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. Third, surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and even the thoughts you entertain all play a role in shaping your sense of self-worth. Choose people who lift you up, who remind you of your value, who challenge you to be your best self without making you feel like you need to change who you are. And finally, practice gratitude not just for the things you have, but for who you are. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge something about yourself that you appreciate. It could be your strength, your kindness, your creativity, or even your resilience in tough times. These daily affirmations might seem small, but over time, they build a powerful sense of self-worth. Embracing imperfection, one of the biggest barriers to self-love and acceptance, is the pursuit of perfection. How many times have we told ourselves, I'll be happy when, or I'll feel good about myself once I achieve? But perfection is an illusion, a moving target that keeps shifting as we get closer. Here's the truth: you are already whole right now. You are already worthy of love, happiness, and success, not because of your achievements, but because of who you are. Imperfection is not a flaw, it's part of being human. When we embrace our imperfections, we give ourselves permission to be real, to be authentic, and to show up in the world as our true selves. Let's make a promise to ourselves today. Let's promise that we will stop waiting for some future version of ourselves to feel worthy of love. Let's promise to love and accept ourselves as we are here and now. The ripple effect of self-love. When we practice self-love and acceptance, something amazing happens. We begin to show up differently in the world. We stop shrinking ourselves to fit into other people's expectations. We start pursuing our dreams with courage because we no longer fear failure. We begin to treat others with the same compassion and kindness we've cultivated for ourselves. In fact, self-love has a ripple effect. When you love and accept yourself, you become a role model for other women, whether you realize it or not. Your confidence, your authenticity, your joy, they inspire others to do the same. By embracing who you are, you give others permission to embrace who they are. Closing thoughts before we part ways today. I want to leave you with a final thought. Self-love and acceptance are not destinations, they are lifelong practices. There will be days when it's hard to love yourself, days when doubt creeps in, days when you feel like you've fallen short. But on those days, I want you to remember this: you are worthy, you are enough, and you are deserving of all the love and happiness this life has to offer. It starts with you. It starts with the decision, right here and now, to love yourself fiercely, to accept yourself completely, and to show up in the world as the powerful, beautiful, and unique woman that you are. Thank you. Stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and never forget the incredible power of self-love and acceptance. You are amazing exactly as you are. Please like to confirm the impact we're making. Share to invite others to join the movement, and subscribe to become a part of our supportive community, where women uplift women. Empower her mind, igniting your inner strength. Thank you.